Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to more Tales of Vesperia. Here we are. We're in the end game now, but we have a ton of side quests to do. We're not going to do them all, because I don't think we can do some of them. So let's just get first. Then I'll explain things.
Pretty tired, Repeat. Ow! Hey!
He only looks tired to lull his enemies into a false sense of security.
Enemies? I'm not an enemy!
He hasn't been fighting lately. Maybe he has a lot of pent-up energy. Play with him some.
Don't you think it'd be better if you did that, Yuri?
Oh, that's nice, Carol.
Aww.
Looks like Repeat's warmed up to you.
What? He just wants attention because he hasn't been fighting lately. Let go!
That's true. I wonder if that scene activates if he's in your party all the time. So, okay. The guide recommends you make a save outside of here. Like a separate save outside the world map. Because the next set of side quests, you could mess it up. So it's best to have a separate save to go back to it. We're gonna do some of these. We're not gonna do them all. We might get the Brionac spear, which I'm hoping we get. We did miss the scene in Emmett Hill, but from what I understand, people have been saying that you can miss that scene and still be okay. We did get all the other ones, as far as I know. So anyway, I have a separate save file because I started the save from here. And let's just go right back in here. If Raven has over 102 skills, I don't know if he does or not. This next scene will activate automatically when we get inside. Acting Commandant Flynn, welcome back. Someone please show them to their rooms. Yes, right this way. There's some stuff with Repeat we're not going to be able to do because we don't really use them that much. And I don't think he's high enough level anyway. He has to be over level 60. I don't think any of us are that close. I mean, I guess I could cheat and use that level up stuff again. I didn't use them all as far as I know. Do you really have time to be lounging around? We can't afford to make any mistakes. We have to be careful about things. That doesn't sound like you, Yuri. Aren't you the one who's always acting irrational and reckless? Nah, I think you're thinking of yourself, Flynn. Can't imagine you'd be hesitating at this point, so what is it that you need? Is it just some encouragement? I'm still looking for the right finishing move. If that's the case, maybe I can be of assistance. I appreciate the help. I'll take you up on your offer. Excellent. I slept so nicely. I tried shaking you and calling your name, but you wouldn't wake up. I thought you were gone, Rita. What a relief. We must have been more tired than we thought. Are those two still at it? Yes, they've been fighting with hardly a moment's rest ever since they started. They look like they're enjoying themselves. They've got some nerve. When are we going to leave? It's stifling here. I'm gonna go do some maintenance on the Vesperia 1 or something. Oh, I'll help. I'd say Rita's pretty similar, really. I'd say so too. You'd think they'd rest up for the fight, but nah. That was... Yep, looks like you got the hang of it. Yeah, thanks, man. Yuri, Flynn! Are you finished? Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting. Alright, shall we go? Huh? Hold on, let me rest just a little bit. You don't have time to be lounging around. Alright, last one there's a rotten egg. Good luck out there. Leave it to me. Yeah. Final Gale. Wait, what? That's weird, because on the guide it says, if you received Repeat's Tough Hound title, leave and re-enter Orion for another scene, you're able to earn Final Gale. Wait, do we have that already? No, we don't. How did we get that? No, this guide's wrong then. Well, that's very encouraging. We do not have 102 skills for Raven. Move. We're not even fucking close. Okay. Well, that sucks.
All right, who's up for a little massage?
A massage?
He gets the Shining Star title.
Still,
That's what you
why
get.
are you dressed like a masseuse anyway?
Ah!
You don't actually like.
I didn't even realize
do you?
they
I
have
do.
skits for that.
I never saw any clothing like this in the castle.
That's cool.
I love it. Well, it looks quite nice on you. My
I agree.
favorite part is this visor. All right, Carol, time for some deep massage.
Hold on now.
A princess and a masseuse. A deadly mixture indeed. Maybe I should get my lab coat.
Okay, well, we're not getting the Tough Hound title. So here's what we do. So some of this stuff we're not going to be able to do. We got to be Rita now. But I always forget to do that. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's the final... The moment of truth here. Is this a barrier blastia too? It's not activated, but... Even if it's not working, maybe they want to leave it here as a symbol of protection for the city? I think I figured it out. Oh, what did you figure out? Well, I like blastia, that is. For me, blastia are like my brothers and sisters. Your brothers and sisters? I didn't have a father when I was growing up, and my mother died when I was young too. But blastia were always with me, even when no one else was. So that's what you mean by brothers and sisters. That makes sense. My knowledge of blastia developed and grew as I did. Maybe that's why I always felt so close to them, and why I got so mad when they were broken. But I'll have to be saying goodbye to all those blastia soon. Brothers and sisters can't be together with you forever. Someday you have to leave them behind and move on. Someday, you say? When you find someone who's even more important to you. But just because you're separated from them, that doesn't mean that the important link you had with them is broken. Maybe you're right. And just because you're apart, that doesn't mean that you have to forget how important they are, or how much you love them. Estelle, Judith, and Rita, you found a lot of people who care about you very much, isn't that right? Yeah. You've still got a long way to go before you're as good as the Blastia. A long way to go? Apparently so. You're terrible, Rita. This is how you repay my love? You shrew. You're so annoying, and you're the worst of all, old man. Maybe someday Rita will learn how to take affection gracefully. I don't think it's so bad. I mean, I think that's one of her cutest traits. I agree. Okay, here we go. 2 times you have to do this. Maria, I'll be back. Wait, we named it Maria? Going off into name Blastia whenever she wants to. I think it's a very cute name. Okay, that's it. Okay, now we can, oh, hang on, let's watch the skit.
I hope everyone will accept this. I mean, that the world is changing.
There's a difference between understanding something and accepting something. It'll take time.
But this is the only way that's left. We just have to accept it.
This isn't a choice we've made freely. We had to choose it.
Not everyone will welcome it, that's for certain.
But,
It's something we have to do. That's what you want to say, right?
yeah,
That's fine then. Cheer up, Carol.
okay. You think it'll work out, right?
Who knows?
Judith, I can't tell if you're trying to make me feel better or not.
What you want is different from what's actually there. Reality can be a harsh mistress.
Okay. So we're gonna switch back to Yuri. So now we have a lot of inn sleeping to do. It's one of those where you gotta sleep at an inn like 5,000 times to do all the scenes, which is one thing I hate about this game. Yeah. We've got to do this a total 4 times. Come to think of it, I forgot to ask. You said you were looking for a book. Why? Oh, did I say that? You can stop playing dumb, Judith. I'm not gonna fall for it anymore. He's my dad. Who is? Hermes. Huh? What? What the, I mean, how? But you broke all those Blastia. I destroyed the blastia precisely because it was my dad who'd made them. Well, why didn't you tell me that sooner? Don't you think that's important to know? I don't really think the connection between Hermes and myself is that important myself. You don't seem to realize the importance of sharing any of your knowledge. So, you were destroying the blastia your father had made to atone for his mistakes? No, I'm hardly that noble. I was just trying to clean up his mess before anyone noticed. What do you mean? So you weren't doing it for the planet, you were doing it for your father? Yes, I guess so. I can't understand how you could feel that sort of sympathy. I don't have a father, so... You don't remember your father? He left right after I was born. There's no way I could remember him. I hardly even remember what my mother's face looks like. I see. What's that? It's a keepsake of my dad, a thermoblastia used to measure the temperature. He created some things that weren't harmful too. Hermes must have been really amazing to create new blastia so easily like that. You can have it. What do you mean? Isn't that a memento of your father? That's why I'm giving it to you. That's why you're... what? I think you'd be a better person to have it than I would. I don't know much about blastia anyway. Don't you think it's better for the blastia if you're holding on to it? Wait, but why should I? You should keep the blastia. Think of it as for its own good. But... alright, how about we call it a night? Good night. Good night. So that was the final Hermes scene where you get the revelation that Hermes was Judith's father. Feel free to give it a name if you'd like. But, I mean... alright then. Juana it is. That's a cute name. I'm sure she'll be quite happy with it. Juana. So it's a good thing we did that Drake thing earlier, because we have another Drake scene we have to do. Another cutscene.
It used to be just bare land, but it's starting to look like a real town now.
It looks like they're building more and more houses, too.
Yeah, look on that roof over there. That's the master carpenter of the Carpenters Guild. He heard about Arnian and came with all his tools and apprentices to help. He even refused to take money for it. He's so generous.
Looks like the manly carpenters are out in full force.
You could learn a thing or two from them.
Isn't like Jimmy Carter still building homes for like Habitat for Humanity? Like he's like 90-some years old and he's still at it. Like absolutely amazing. People are so selfless, you know, to give up their time to help others. There's definitely something to be said about that.
When faced with a daunting foe, they often betray their comrades and save themselves. They gain more power than they need, and grow overconfident once they have it. This had been my understanding of human nature.
Humans are quite interesting. They become distrustful once betrayed. One moment they may slander a friend, and the next be moved to feelings of love. Their hearts may grow more compassionate, or be lost to depravity. Truly puzzling creatures.
All of that makes them dangerous. How long until they are drowned by their thirst for power? How long until they betray all those dear to them in their struggle for supremacy? When they stand before a mighty enemy, will they keep their resolve?
Do you not believe in them, Sylph?
I wished only to convey the delicacy of the situation.
Should they ever become too great a nuisance, we need only burn them to the ground.
It seems that the conversion to spirit form has not tempered our leader's fiery wrath.
Nor has there been any change in the optimism that so characterized you, Undine.
And you remain every bit as cautious and careful as you ever were.
Has not that fear kept you in constant concern over the catastrophe in the sky?
It was all the Entelecheia and humans could do to seal it away 1,000 years ago. The humans have said that as spirits we possess the power to defeat it. However...
Say no more. Speaking it out loud will only further increase your worry.
We are a new power that will form the cornerstone of this world. The Adephagos is nothing.
We may possess enough power to defeat the Adephagos once and for all. But all our work will have been for naught if the humans cannot face this threat. Do not forget that it is the mortals who must use our powers against the Autophagos.
Did you not place your faith in their hands?
As there are no others to whom we can turn, I will entrust them with our final hope.
Then be content to stand by and watch over them. Believe in them.
I too await the day when I make known my full power.
Well said, Gnome. Well said.
Speak, Gnome, if you have something we should know.
He says we are left to make one of two choices. Perish along with this world, or entrust our powers to the humans. They may be fragile, but their hearts burn with a determination to live.
You didn't say all that.
Stand with them.
Don't lie.
Do you mean it, Gnome?
He says I too share their desire to go on living.
That is the life for those who grow old and die. We must live as suits our nature.
No. Like them, the oncoming catastrophe could sow the seeds of our obliteration as well. Gnome, let us too struggle for as long as we can, as the humans do. Goodbye.
Take that!
Whoa, what's the occasion? Little impromptu training session?
Well, when I think about fighting Duke, I know I gotta be as strong as I can!
I like your spirit.
I'd expect that from Carol, but Yuri brings a twinkle to this old man's eyes to see you training.
On second thought, let's call it a day.
What? We were just getting started!
Never fear. I think I can teach you a thing or two. You can thank me later.
You're volunteering to help, Raven? You're gonna jinx him.
Now, don't be like that. There's no beating an old man once he finds his stride, you know?
Would you spar with me as well, Raven?
Hey, well, if you both want to, I can't say no. It'll take more than luck to beat Duke after all. All right, Carol, no mercy?
Right.
No mercy!
Fight!
I'm gonna change his art. I want to see that Final Gale art we learned. I've never seen that. Okay. We'll actually get rid of this one. Okay. Alright. Two more times. This cost me money each time I do this. Good morning. Sounds good. I was like, oh my god, did I not get to see? This is the other this is Brionac Part 7. And I'm like, please tell me I didn't screw it up. Judith's still asleep. She wasn't in her room. Oh, good morning, everyone. Well, I'll be off. Sorry I couldn't be of any more help. No, not at all. Thanks for your time. You had business with the president of Fortune's Market? She just came to give me an update on something I'd asked her about a while ago. Something you asked her about? You mean the spear that was taken from you back in Gastifrost? Yeah. The spear that you used to destroy all that blastia? So you've been looking for it? That was a pretty nice spear. So did President Kaufman tell you anything useful? There hasn't been any news so far as spears out in the market are concerned. So she said it might be a good idea to track down the Blood Alliance. The Blood Alliance, huh? I wonder if they had another base besides Gasfrost. So, do you want to look for it? No, that's okay. Really? But you were so intent on finding it. Yeah, but it's reached a point that it might not be worth the trouble anymore. The Autophagos isn't going to wait for us while we look for it, you know? The hell it won't. I see. Well, if you really don't mind, then we don't have to look for it. Anyways, we're all together. Shall we head out? Yeah. That thing kind of sucks, because it makes you think that maybe it's lost, right? And you're done. But no, we're not done.
Is fighting really
We're
the
gonna
only
get it.
option with Duke? Well, if he's in Tarkaron, then I think we'll have to.
My mind's already made up.
If only we can defeat the Autophagos with the spirits before he completes the formula.
Do you think you'll just let that happen?
As long as he's sacrificing people to achieve his aims at Tarkaron, we have to stop him.
What's eating you, Estelle?
Are you that conflicted about fighting him?
Yes, but we won't win if we go in with doubts.
Oh, I don't know. If doubting is part of your nature, you should trust that nature in battle.
What?
Well said, Judith. Maybe that's the right approach. We're not your typical band of heroes, after all.
You do what you can. You take the hits, but you don't lose. Sound about right?
I think that the more you fret, the brighter you'll shine, Estelle.
You're all so... Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, one more. The last Hermes scene. You're still reading that book? I've just gotten to a really good part. Phew, your dad was really a great man, Judith. Why do you say that? Hermes had already deduced how elemental spirits conversions could be used. Yes, it's not hard to believe that someone as smart as he was would have been able to accomplish that. But not as something to use for the disasters that we're facing now, but rather as a possibility for the far, far off future. Long after humans have been wiped out, and probably after the Telekea themselves are gone from the world. When the planet Terca Luminaris is approaching the twilight years of its life, all air on the planet will undergo spirit conversion through mana. But right now, quite unexpectedly, spirit conversion is being done by human hands. Even though people and the world itself aren't ready for it to happen. Now we have to find a way to continue to do all those things. Those things that people have used blastia and air for so long to do that they take them for granted. Yes, but this book goes into great depth about the intricacies of air. If I use this and what I know to do some experiments with the elemental spirits, I might be able to come up with a method of creating a new type of blastia, one that doesn't use air. Really? His formulas are a little bit complicated, but I think I'd like to give them a try. A high output model like a barrier blastia might be impossible, but anything is better than nothing, right? Yes, of course. I'm sure you'll be able to do it, Rita. I'm so impatient to get started. Maybe I'll just try an experiment or two right now. No, don't rush. We all have to stay in tip-top shape for the battles ahead, you know. Yeah. Well, good night. Alright. Maybe some sleep might be nice. Okay, we're done with the inn. Another one.
Man, Arnian's just getting better and better.
Indeed. A town born from the Empire and the Guilds. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful city.
Though it's a shame it took a world crisis to get them to work together.
Yeah, right. We have a world crisis now, we can't work together.
That's irony for you.
I think that's alright though. They're finally seeing eye to eye.
Right. And even if they need a crisis now, I'm sure one day it'll just come naturally.
Indeed. It would be a shame if this cooperation was only temporary. I hope we can return and ensure that it is lasting.
Me too.
Yes.
We have to take care of the Autophagos first, though.
That's true, we have to do that. Okay. We have to leave and come back. We're not done with Orion yet. As much as I know you want to be. Master, so you were here in Orion? Yes, but I must regret that I must set out quite soon. I've been waiting here so that I could speak with you, Yuri Lowell. Huh? Me? I would like you to return to the Imperial Knights and provide support for the Commandant Flynn. Support for Flynn? Return to the Knights? You gotta be kidding me. I've always thought that the Imperial Knights let a very precious asset go when they lost you. Master Drake, flatter me all you like, but it's not gonna change my mind. It's not flattery, I'm being sincere. What do you say? I'm sorry, but even if you offered to make me Commandant, of course you'd be starting off as an apprentice, but with your abilities you'd make Captain in no time. Take this armor. I don't want it. With Flynn as Commandant, the Knights will change for the better. Still, you are not interested? With that stuffy spoiler sport as Commandant? No thanks. Oh, Yuri, Master, please accept my apology on Yuri's behalf. Commandant Flynn, huh? Can't say it doesn't have a nice ring to it. Certified soldier title.
Onward to the very top of Tarkaron.
Oh, you're full of vim, Patty.
We're gonna need a whole lot of them to take down that giant Autophagos.
Just don't use it all up before we get there, okay?
And with the Autophagos gone, it will be the dawn of a new world. One without Blastia.
There's nothing to fear. Everyone will be able to move on, even without Blastia. I'm sure of it.
You saw Yoder and the people from the guilds in Ornian, right? With them in charge, people will learn to live, even if there are problems along the way.
The possibilities are bigger than a blue whale.
I believe that.
Even without the Autophagos, there would be no future in sacrificing life after life like Duke did. And I intend to fight at your side to guarantee a better future, Yuri.
I'm counting on you.
Got some more Drake stuff. Have you been well, Flynn? Yes, Master Drake. Did you hear that Master Yoda recommended you to be promoted to Commandant the other day? No, I did not. Oh, isn't he just acting Commandant right now because Alexei is obviously not a thing anymore? I see. Well, it won't be long before you're officially appointed to the post. Well, ain't that something? Congratulations. It's a little soon for celebrations. I have offered a proposition of my own to His Highness. I asked he consider revising the rank of Commandant itself. Why would you say that? The rank of Commandant is such a heavy burden to bear, and its power invites corruption, like what happened with Alexei. You are still quite young, Flynn. I fear you would have difficulty managing such power. So you want the Commandant's authority to be reduced. Indeed. I don't care one way or another if that happens. I don't need power to make my dreams a reality. I need people who believe in the same goal. If enough people share my hopes, the world will change. You and Master Yoda are both so naive. You spurned my advice, saying you gave him no reason to worry. His Highness said that? It seemed His Highness sympathizes with your ideals. I suppose both the Empire and the Knights will need me here to advise them for longer yet. Just sip your tea and let the younger generation do their work, old man. Yuri! Master Drake, the Knights in the Empire are ever grateful for your esteemed opinions. Indeed. Here, this is from me. Are you sure, Master Drake? Yes, in just a short while you will be Commandant. Wear that to your ordination. Thank you very much, Master Drake. Why don't you try it on, Flynn? Right now? Yes. Whoa. I don't like the helmet. The helmet could go. The rest of it looks okay. He looks very dashing, doesn't he, Yuri? If you say so. Commandant, I know you're still inexperienced. You must remember to keep constant vigilance. Yes, sir. And farewell. What a self-important old geezer. He's got some nerve preaching to the heir of the Imperial throne. Well, he is a man of great authority. He is truly a loyal knight who has devoted his entire life to the Empire. Though he's no longer officially a knight, he can put anyone in their place with just a glance. Everyone listens when he speaks. Old farts who forget they're old are the worst. Reminds me of a certain grandpa in the lower quarter. After all is said and done, he does understand us and respect our will, and he continues to offer guidance. He's not exactly full of hot air, forcing us to do his bidding. So you're telling me he's really a big softy at heart? Yes, I'm sure of it. I can only hope that one day I'll be half the knight he was, a knight of the Empire and its people. Okay, we gotta leave again. Why I can't knock these all out in one go, I don't know, but he keeps moving around. So you gotta enter and re-enter to, or leave and re-enter to get him to move where you need him to move. Oh, we got another skit here. Or well, okay, we did have another skit, guess we don't anymore. Master! Princess, you look well. You've grown into a strong young woman. I'm sure you've seen many amazing things so far on your journey. Yes, I have, Master. I have so much to tell you. Recently I saw the sea. It was so amazing. I'd heard about it in stories, but it was even bigger than I thought. But that's not all. We took a ship onto the sea and there was water in every direction no matter where we looked. And then we went to a nightmarish desert with nothing but sand for as far as the eye could see. The sunshine was so hot it was unreal. Then there was a dreamlike city floating in the sky, and then... all of those were new experiences for you, weren't they? Yes, I'm ashamed of how little I knew of the world outside the castle. You still have much left to see. Don't let your journey end yet. Yes, I'd like to see and learn about many, many more things in the world as a member of the Imperial family. Long ago, the Emperor's brother organized the Rain Expeditionary Force to explore the world and maintain peace in the Empire. Seeing you now, it's as if I'm looking into the eyes of His Highness Regent himself. Thank you, Master. To make sure that you follow the right path, that is my true duty as your subject, Princess. Thank you. Worldly Adventure titled. Are those... does it give anything? No. Okay, once more. With feeling. We have to change our character to Raven, surprisingly. Oh, hang on. Let's check the skit now.
So, Yuri.
What's up, Carol?
You and Flynn use the same techniques, but somehow they're different.
Those are skills Yuri learned in his days as a knight. Unfortunately, he wasn't as diligent as he could have been.
What are you saying? A dragon swarm like yours gives the enemy a chance to run.
That doesn't mean you can throw a kick in. You're turning it into a dragon sweep. And you're Tiger Blade.
What? I didn't even learn that when I was a knight.
There's no need for a punch.
Not for you, maybe.
It's not proper. You're besmirching an ages-old technique.
Come, there's no need to fight. Kids today all have their own style. Good for them. Flynn, champion of tradition. Yuri, pioneer of a new style. To be young.
I love Repeat. All this laziness can't be good for you, Schwan. Aren't your skills getting a bit rusty? How rude. My name isn't even Schwan, and my skills aren't getting rusty, tarnished, or anything else. Then perhaps you'd be willing to go around? You have to do a one-on-one fight with Drake as Rift. No, I'm kidding, you don't. You want to rumble? The arrows, they do nothing. I surrender. You don't have to surrender. To think that Schwan All-Terrain could be bested by an old codger like myself. I told you I'm not Schwan. Well, then have it your way. Lexay was a very capable man, but he was too single-minded and lacked personal magnetism. I'll bet that wouldn't even be news to the former Commandant himself. In contrast, Schwan had a very human personality. He was made of the right stuff to lead others. Oh yeah? Because he was such a born leader, there was something that I wish to pass on to him. But if he's died, then I have no one to give it to. What's the thing you want to pass on to him? The Imperial Knight's strongest arcane art, the technique that was used to wipe out so many monsters at once in the Great War. Wow, really? Besides Schwan, there's no one else in the Imperial Knights worthy of carrying on this legacy. I may end up taking it with me to my grave. Doesn't bother you that such an amazing technique would disappear from this world? Regardless, I'm not Schwan, after all, so... I must reveal the truth. I am Schwan's brother. Sheesh, do you really expect him to believe that tripe? So I'm asking you, old man, would you pass the technique on to me in place of my dear brother? Alright, Raven, was it? I shall bestow you with the Imperial Knight's strongest arcane art in the place of your brother. Make us proud. Yes, sir. I hope I don't have anything to worry about. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeesh, wouldn't it be a whole lot easier to just drop this Raven thing? What do you mean? After all, I'm Raven. Who's this Schwan guy anyway? Well, it's not like I care either way. It doesn't really work when we're dressed as Schwan. Evangie lost. Let's check it out. It's gotta be really good, right? Advanced spell, hit enemies with a ray of light and temporary inflict charm. Ooh, charm. Ooh. Okay, we're done here. For now. I gotta check something though. Boy, none of this stuff is... I need to see if we have the items for a upcoming thing here. Okay, we've got that one. Urzo fruit, we need Urzo fruit. Okay, we got a bunch of that. And we need Dizzy or Gold Dust. Please tell me here. Oh, come on, we need 3. We've only got 2. Damn it. That's not hard to get. Okay, we gotta go back. We can get the Brionac. Maybe. We gotta go back to Kerbakram. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Ever since we lost Barbos, we've been absolutely pathetic. What's more, the Blood Alliance got tossed out of the 5 master guilds. The boss had sold the city to Alexei. We would have a strong guild presence with a respectable base stronghold here. Thanks to Alexei's damn blastia experiments, we're stuck in these wretched ruins. At least we got one good piece of booty, that damn Dragon Rider spear. I hear that spear is pretty famous. The old man at the smithy said so. Who dares set foot inside our hideout? Wait, aren't you Barbos? That spear! Wait, these kids, they're the little punks that beat boss at Gassafrost. What? We haven't done anything wrong. Everything we did was our boss's orders. Crap, let's get out of here. Hold it, leave that spear. Why? That belongs to one of our members. We can't let you have it. You two. Hell no, that spear is our... What's that? You ready to fight to defend it? Damn it. There you go. Really, you're just giving this to me? This is the spear that destroyed all that blastia, you know? It's important to you, right? Weren't you looking for it? This is the spear of my oath. The oath that no matter how hard it got, even if no one understood or wanted to help, I would continue my quest with Baul. I swore on the spear, a symbol of the bond between Baul and me. Wow, so it's really important to you. And you were just gonna give up on getting it back? Thanks to you all, I've learned that you can have a bond with somebody without any physical objects to back it up. But Judith, you should never have to forget feelings that are important to you. You can't just give up on them. I'm sorry. Judy, I don't think you need to be apologizing here. You're right. Thank you, Rita. Don't mention it. I was just running my mouth, that's all. Really. Thank you. The Brionac Spear. A divine spear that brings victory to its owner. There's nothing that the spear cannot pierce. This is the thing that did the whole game, even before you even met Judith. Let's check this bad boy out. Oh my god, it's so strong. Aerial combo 3. Add 3 more hits to an aerial attack. That's huge. Avoid staggering when hit while jumping. That's huge. Okay, we're gonna clip it because it's much better than anything we got. And yeah. How much more do I have to do? Oh dear god. Well, okay, how much of this do I want to do is the question. We got the Brionac, which was the huge one. We can do next one is rebuilding Orneon, which I need another Desi or Gold Dust to do. I'm gonna just get it off screen. It's not a huge deal. I don't know what it does. It's part 1 though, so maybe it's good. But I'm gonna need more items going through. Maybe I'll just skip the whole thing. Dedicated paramedic. Stella had need to have healed 4 million HP over the course of the game. I don't think that's happening. Because we stopped using her for a long time. So we're going to skip all those. We're not going to do those. We're going to go to Zaphius, I think, and do some stuff there. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. But we'll do that in the next episode. I'll see you all next time on more Tales of Vesperia. Have a good day, everybody. And as always, take care.